Malacano. What I intervano, the Kanapange came on with all someone upon making a Mwaki Venu. How could you with them? They could buy no. What about the Quago? What make it a quago? What make it a quago? It's not good about Tobia, not good about Tobia. But let's have your flack of the I'll live me. Angela made me say, I'll live me. Brother, Biafra go be to Mumma Dodo. I think you will not work on your own sick Daniel and go be to Mumano. Oh, yeah, in Malafali. Fini, I'm not a metal if you remember like a memory in Ife. The Pazian non Mekunali, you know, Kunu. It's not a convention came with 29 November, Latino. Now, but December 30, declare like the Aflano. University Melum go be to Mumanafa. It's anywhere that Patano. Onye na-akpọ nwere ife ọ na-eme na-azabata n'obi nwere ife ọ na-eme na-azabata n'obi ụda adụ ife abịanụ wetara anyị Biafra be anyị nụ oge adị anyị mmanụ anyị emerụ ka isi emeri ma mere anyị ka isi emenụ asị aka nnukwu akebe akwa aka nni dodo ori mere anyị kiri na akwa ya esoghị na asụsụ tie gị ikenụ isi na-egbe ebiri na anyị edebe na ala anyị edebe n'elu onye si na ọ na-afọ anyị eme ya ọfụ n'anya anyị ọkwa isi na nwere ka isi kwado ori anyị emeghị ibe ha afụ n'anya nụ onye si na nke anyị na-eme ya dụ ma ya nwere ike tii na nke anyị nụ onye si n'isi na awa gara eji nke ewere na-aja nụ dodo ori ekerekwa gị eke ụbọchị eke na-aga alụrụ ọfọ dodo ori ga-ekekere ya atụ iji flebe eluigwe ma gba alụ nguzi ụbọchị eke nụ ma nwa alụ ya edoko oge elu ụnụ ma nwa alụ oji ụgbọkọ ngochasị alụ ụnụ asịrị nke chara acha nwere ntiti dodo ori na-atọ n'ije anakụ ugo na mmiri mmanụ ugo na-atụ ugo alụ ụlọ onye ka na-ada ka na agọla ụta bụ ụbọchị eke nụ Keke ikpe oke weta ife ọmarị ọdụ na-ekerekwa gị n'okwu ekwe ego na ọmaka ya emere unu na mmụọ ọgwụ na-apụ apụ mkpata ọbata ya apụ apụ wee mkpa ahụ mmụọ na-apụ apụ mmụọ oge nnu siri na agwa alụmokwu n'afọgharị gwa m ife ma agwa ike obi dị gị mgbe n'onu eri maka ịkpa m na ọkpa mejenarị unu ife na ịkpa m na-akpa maka tụrụ obi ya alụghị ọbara tụrụ eri ife na-ekwu n'anya harị atịrị so na ndị odi ndị akara anọrị mgbe meela anyị gobido anyị mmanụ na Naijiria dozi ọnọdụ ori maka na mkpakọta si obodo afọ na manya natakwa erio mana ibu natara eri afọ na ọnọdụ ori dodo ọdụ na-ekelekwa alụ na eze agụtara obi ọnụmekenekwa elu ọgbakọbalụ m na nwere mgbe ịgbalụ ndị zu ọsọ dodo ori na ha ma ife ọdọgwu na-ele ha nụ iwe chiri medal atụghatawa ha anyị chọrọ ime ka ha fụrụ anya arị mgbe bunatara Biafra ka obido ụmụ mmanụ bunatara Biafra ka obido ụmụ mmanụ na-atụkwa n'azụ ụgbọ na ife oyimi na akọ n'oyi ihe merụ m ka obido ụmụ mmanụ enweghị ihe ọgụ n'okwu eyi sigụpụtara Biafra ka anyị nwee n'onwe anyị dodo ori ekele n'ọlụ m na ndị ka anụ ebe nyere ka igwe kwụsị ntụrụ ụlọ anyị eme ka a gwara anyị dodo ori otu ụnụ tiri weta maka na obi ịbatabachi n'obi nụ ka ebụrụ mgbọrọgwụ na ụdị eyi ma meere anyị emerụ oyi Finland be anyị o ndị lachi olume ekenekwa unu elezasa stọp olume ekenekwa ego faụnda olume ekenekwa ego adanda bụ na ndị ekene olume ekenekwa ego achara ugo nwaanyị ọgba ngebe oyibo nụ olume ekene egu n'okwu eyi nwakọba ka esi eme ọdịnala dodo ọdụma ekenekwa unu doonu ka ọdụm kenekwala unu ka unu ha wee kpuchie ya ọdụm ekenekwa unu ndị muvin tren ọdụm ekenekwa unu lizin ọfisa n'obodo niile ọdụm ekenekwa unu ndị be anyị nọ France ọdụm ekenekwa unu Germany ọdụm ekenekwa unu ndị obodo ọdụm ekenekwa unu ọdụm ekenekwa unu na-eme ka obidiri mana akanụ atụrụ anyị njebe ọnụ ekelekwa nga ekele ọnụ dodori sabọnụ ọkpọnụ ekele ego mmụọ ka ibe enu ọkụzi egwebe m ndị ekwuribe anyị nụ ọdụm ekelekwa agụ ọdụm ekelekwa agụ ọdụm ekelekwa agụ na ngwụ wọbata obie na ngwụ wọbata obie ma bụletara anyị Biafra ka obi edere anyị nụ alụrụ egbu obe Naijiria eme m ife alụrụ egbu obe bụletara m Biafra ka obido ụmụ mmadụ odori ọ bụ ife gwara n'akwa ka nna ya ogolo olu si gba n'elu nya ka obido ụmụ mmanụ agwa mmanụ afagharị tinye ịkpa m n'akpa metenarị n'ife ime m n'aka memenarị n'ife ịkpazie m n'ọnụ
ndewo onye kwuru ka a na-eme agbata obi ihe kwuru ka a na-eme onye ọwụ nna m ihe bụ ụwa agụ chụpụsịrị ndị zoo polisi na checkpoint na Biafra land.
O nwere ka ị ga-esi tigide ụmụazị ihe ofe ụbọchị ha kwụrụ kwechiri ọhịa anyị na-eme anyị nụcha ọgụ a anywhere afọrọ ihe yiri ndị Biafra mgbe Usman Dan Fodio buru agha nke ya wee bata wee gbugide ndị ugwu wee gbuchie ha wee were ana ha sọsọ that story ahụ akụkọ ahụ bụ ihe a na-akọrọ anyị akọgide aka ka Usman Dan Fodio si wee gbuchie ndị ugwu o wee bụzi ya datina onye sizi n'ugwu Awụsa wee pụta ma agụ ụra n'ala Igbo isisi agbakwana ejekwana dị ọgụ na ọ na-agbakwa daga maka ọrụ ihe a kọrọ anyị ndị a were egwu Igbo onye Awụsa ma agụ ụra ịgbachi ya nkịtị maka na ịma na ọ ga-ama gị daga mana ọ macha gị daga ahụ nwe ihe ị ga-eme ndị a wee were ụjọ wee jide anyị wee na-adagbuo onye ugwu mee gị ihe ịgbachi nkịtị ị na-edi ya mana onye nwanne gị bụ onye Igbo mee gị ihe onwe Biafra mee gị ihe isi ka egbuo ya nkịta nke echi maka na ịma na ọ naghị ama daga. Aga m agwa unu na daga anyị kịta abụrụzi against ndị Igbo, daga anyị kịta bụ against ndị ahụ bịara ube anyị igbu anyị kwotu Usman Dan Fodio style. A ga-ama ha ivu na eva n'ụwa niile a daga niile ha malụ n'ugwu Awụsa anyị ga-amakarịa ha nwasef ebe a ka anyị nọ amachazịa onwe ya. We will now begin to idozi ana anyị dozie ana Igbo dozie ana Biafra ọ dịla anyị mma maka na ihe anyị na-achọ ka ọ dị onye ọbụla na mma ka ihe niile a na-eme na-aga aga. Onye nwere isi ọgụgụ ọ gụọ, onye nwere isi eji arụpụta ihe o mee ya na-alụ ya na-afọ ya na ya na-eme kọmpetishọn n'ọhịa ọhịa na-eme ka ụwa dị mma. Onye ọbụla na-egori. Ndewo otu unu kwenu kedu ihe a na-akpọ ya sef otu nnọkọ ezinụlọ kwenu otu nnọkọ ezinụlọ kwenu Biafra kwezuonu asị egwu nalọmịtọ
ọbata obi iji ya odogwu nwoke ọ ga-adịrị gị na mma nna m. ọbata obi daalụ. A sị na onye na-eme
ụbọchị taa ụbọchị gị ọbata obi ụmụ Igbo ya echiwe gị ọzọ today ikwete na ọ na-eme
ọbata obi daalụ nna m. A sị na onye na-eme ka m si eme ka m na-akpọ ọyịm ọma. Nke bụ eziokwu bụ ndị izu ndị ha yiri anyị egwu kpọọ ya anyị ụjọ n'ahụ mana ịgwaghị eziokwu kamgbe ụmụazị m wee kweghị n'ụjọ ahụ. That is why mbelecha anya like this obi aṅụrị na-akpa m. Ọ kachasị otu isi wee kwechikwuoro ebe ndị afọ nja nọ na-agwa ha eziokwu. Ọkwa ifuru sinsi iji agwa ha eziokwu ha anaghịzi abịa amanye anyị ụjọ ha na-amanye anyị bikos anyị ekwechirigo. Nna m daalụ nwoke ọma akwụ gị n'azụ ọmaka ma elu gị.
Ndewo maazị onye isi ala anyị. Ha sị na ịda akụ Igbo mana a ga-emecha kweta taa maka na ihe ndị Igbo ka anyị nọ.
Ndị na-ekwu ihe a nkwana ya ka m asụ Igbo ha na-asụ Igbo ha na-asụ ụdị Igbo nna asụ ha na-asụ Igbo Abakaliki
mba nọ
ịma nke ọzọ
Welcome, 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 my fellow Biafrans. Thank you so much for joining us on this program this evening. I welcome every one of you that has connected wherever you have connected from. If you are joining us from any Biafra land, we welcome you. You are joining us from Asia, from Europe, from America, from Australia, from Canada. We welcome you. Wherever you are connecting to this program from, we welcome you and we appreciate you for being part of the program. Please like and share this program to all platforms. Share the program to family and friends. Share the program to everyone that is close to you. We have come once again to continue to preach the gospel of Biafra and preach the gospel to the ends of the world. My fellow Biafrans, if you have not yet subscribed to this very channel, please kindly subscribe, like, and share. Invite other people to join us. A lot is happening, and we will continue to bring you updates on a daily basis. My fellow Biafrans, wherever you connect to this platform from, wherever you are joining us from, we welcome you, we thank you, we appreciate you. For those of us that are paying attention to the things that are happening this day, you will understand and you agree with me that a lot is going on. There is attack against us in all corners, in all angles. But in the midst of all the attack, we will never give up. Every one of us have seen the propaganda against the Biafran people. We have seen the blackmails against the Biafran people. In the midst of all the propaganda and blackmail, we will never go down. The more they try to bring us down, the more we go up. The more they try to make us a laughing stock, the more we defeat them. Every one of us have seen different things they are doing against us in all corners, in all angles. They are making different caricatures. They are making different kinds of things to see that they demoralize us. But in all of that, the more they do things thinking that they're making us a laughing stock, the more they are promoting us. My fellow Biafrans, we must be focused on our restoration of Biafra because it is obvious that the Biafran people in this time that we have won the enemies of Biafra. Wherever they have gathered and they are working against us, we have defeated them. Because we have defeated them today, they have resulted into their Photoshop, their propaganda, and their blackmail. And when they push those, they think they are going to win us with it. They think they are going to distract us with this. But I bet you, the more they try, that is the more they fail. And as they are failing, We are winning and we are growing far and far. My fellow Biafran that are watching, it's a pity yesterday we were not able to come online yesterday because of the program of our Prime Minister, Master Simon Ekpa. You can see that I came online in a few minutes and I left. Yesterday, our Prime Minister had an emergency cabinet meeting with members of the cabinet of Biafra. And in that cabinet meeting, resolution was reached. So many of you watched that very cabinet meeting yesterday. Some did not watch. It is an important communique delivered by our Prime Minister, Master Simon Ekpa. For those who were not watching live yesterday, or those who have not been able to listen to that broadcast, I am going to play the broadcast again. This time, information is power. Information is key. In that very broadcast, our Prime Minister, Master Simon Ekpa, with the Biafran government, reached a resolution giving Nigerian government 72 hours to bring all the Biafrans that are detained in the Zoological Republic in the north and in the southwest, to return them to their area of jurisdiction. Failure to do so, every court in Biafra land will be locked down. I want to play that very program yesterday so that we can listen to it once again. Don't say you didn't hear. More especially if you have a brother or a sister that is working in the court. This information is very important. Let us hear the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic on his message before we proceed.
Of the Biafra government, honorable ministers, head of department, I welcome all of you today. Without wasting your time, I would like to let every one of us here to know that the impunity of the Nigeria state is coming to an end by various decisions and various steps and measures that this government will take in order to protect, defend our land, protect our women and children, and our properties and lives. For this reason, Nigeria have represented anarchy, criminality, evil, corruption, especially in Biafra land and against Biafra people. We have seen and witnessed several and thousands disappearances of Biafra people, where they are kidnapped from Biafra land and taken to far away northern Nigeria and other parts of Nigeria and locked up, imprisoned, without trial, without any justification. And for that reason, the Biafra government will be taking a very decisive steps and decision today in order to bring that impunity to an end. On this note, I am moving a motion this afternoon without wasting your time, a motion to give 72 hours to the Nigeria terrorist state to return every single Biafran that has been kidnapped from Biafra land and taken to somewhere in the northern Nigeria and the southern, on the western Nigeria and beyond, for them to be returned back to Biafra land with immediate effect. In addition to this, failing to bring back any Biafran and all Biafran that have been kidnapped in the name of arrest or with whatever nomenclature, after 72 hours, we will evict every judges that is not from Biafra land, residing in Biafra land. We will also lock down the entire court that represent Nigeria. We are going to lock down the Court of Appeal, Warri Judicial Court. We will lock down the Court of Appeal, Oka Judicial Court. We are also going to lock down the Court of Appeal, Enugu Judicial Division. We will lock down the Federal High Court in the entire Southeast to start with. After that, we will proceed to the South-South. We will also lock down the entire National Industrial Court in the entire Southeast and South-South comprising of Biafra. After this, we will move to customary court. So anybody that is in this court and you are not a Biafran, you are sent or posted to Biafra land to come to Biafra and preside over any case. Believe me, after the time that we are going to be voted for today, after that time elapses, your security will not be guaranteed. Our demand is very simple. From Mazi Nnamdi Kanu down to the lowest person must be transferred to Biafra land with immediate effect. We will begin to correct this impunity on the issue that when somebody is alleged to commit a crime, there is a jurisdiction. If you claim that somebody committed a crime in the Southeast, as you have given them, the person must be tried in that jurisdiction in the Southeast. Somebody cannot be abducted from the Southeast, sent to northern Nigeria, where he will be denied access to justice, he will be denied access to lawyers, he will be denied access to everything. You lock the person up, where the so-called crime were committed in a different region. That is ending today. The Biafra government will be voting on this particular issue I've mentioned. So, my fellow cabinet members, as a government, it is a priority for us to protect the interests of our people, to give them justice, fairness, equity, which Nigeria government have denied them. On this note, I move a motion to give 72 hours to every judges of the Court of Appeal in Owerri, every judges of the Court of Appeal in Oka, every judges of the Court of Appeal in Enugu Judicial Division, every judges of the Federal High Court in the Southeast and South-South, every judges of the National Industrial Court in the entire Southern region. If you support this motion that the Nigeria government is giving 72 hours to repatriate and return every Biafran that is being detained somewhere in the northern Nigeria and beyond. After 72 hours, these judges must vacate Biafra land with immediate effect. If you are for this motion, please, can we see your hands up? And the media team, can you put everybody on the screen so we can be able to see the hand before we go into our electronic voting that is not available at this point. Thank you.
You have heard from the Prime Minister of Biafra, Republic of Israel, Mazi Samuel Ekpa. He has made the statement, and his statement is very, very clear. 72 hours for the Zoological Republic to make sure that every Biafran that is detained in any part of the north or the southwest is repatriated with immediate effect. 72 hours. Failure to do so, all the judges residing in Biafra territory are ordered to exit from Biafran territory. If you fail to leave Biafran territory, we cannot guarantee your security. Your life is in your hand, and you will be responsible for whatever happens to you. 72 hours. This information is very, very important. If you want to take it for a joke, it is up to you. But I bet you, if you take it for a joke, If you take it for a joke, you are going to regret it. Any place you are in Biafran territory, every one of us must join our hands together to pursue the restoration of Biafra. The Zoological Republic of Nigeria doesn't mean well for us. And the only way for we to stop the injustice is to take action. It is not by complaining, it's not by shouting, it's by taking action. One of the reasons why our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, made that very announcement, why the Biafran government took that decision, is because of the situation of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu today. The supreme leader of IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu today, nobody knows his whereabouts, nobody knows how he's feeling, nobody have seen him for more than a month. And the DSS have said that nobody ever will see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu again. They have barred everybody from seeing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They said his lawyers cannot make him. So we need to tighten up our belt. I have always said it, that freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in our hand, not in the hand of the zoo. It is what we do that will free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I want you to hear this report from the lawyer of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
This is an update. I'm just from DSSS now. Today being Monday, 23rd day of October 2024. I went to see Nnamdi Kanu again with my colleagues. Remember that I updated you the other day, that was last week, that we went to see him. So they said that we are in the reception, at the reception. So we waited there from 1 p.m. till 5 p.m. They now asked us that we should go, that we cannot see him. We asked them why. They said that the order is from above, that we can check another day. So, and we normally see him. The order of court is that we should be seeing Nnamdi Kanu 3 times every week. That is Monday, Wednesday, and what do you call it, and Friday. But today, being Monday, 23rd, being Wednesday, 23rd day of October, we went to see him. The last one we went there, they allowed us inside at the receptionist and at the reception and asked us to park outside. But today, they outrightly rejected us from coming inside. They mounted their people at the gate, and the instruction is that none of Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer should be allowed to come inside. So not even to see him. So the reason for that, I don't know. I don't know whether Nnamdi Kanu is still alive. I don't know whether he's still with them. I don't know where they have taken him to. Tomorrow being 24th day of September will make it complete 1 month. Because I saw him last. Tomorrow being 24th day of October will make it 1 month. Because I saw him last on September 24th. Since that, when he came to court last, since that time up to now, no communication whatsoever. This is the document I want to come and show him in respect of preparing his documents, the things that we feel that we can file in court. But now they did not allow us access. Nnamdi Kanu is the only person now, as we speak now, that is facing a criminal trial without a lawyer. No date for the court in the Federal High Court. No access to his lawyer. So when I left to DSSS, I decided to come and see Attorney General. This is Minister of Justice. I'm making this video from the Minister of Justice. But I was unable to see the Minister for Justice because I don't see why we should have this building here that called the Minister of Justice. If we should have this building here and we have Minister for Justice, and this injustice is happening in a country, it means that we're in Banana Republic. So, and the actions that we should not be coming. That's what the DSSS guy said, that we should not be coming. That we are not going to see Nnamdi Kanu again. I heard them say that's what the DSSS. I said for what? So that is the position for now. I will continue to update you. We have commenced content proceedings against the new director of DSSS. So let's see how it will go. Thank you. We'll continue to update you.
Here you have had the situation. This is where we found ourselves in the zoological republic called Nigeria. Today, they have refused the lawyers of Mazen Nandekano to see him. We don't know his health situation. We don't know even if he's alive or not. We don't know what is going on with him. And you think we should keep quiet and fold our hands. It is very, very clear that the justice system of the zoological republic called Nigeria is useless. What we have are a group of bandits in the name of judges and lawyers. What we have is the Ministry of Justice. Ministry of Injustice, not Ministry of Justice. Ministry of Terrorism, that is what we have in the zoo. And that is why the 72 hours have been given to them, which is going to elapse on Monday. And by Tuesday, all hell will break loose. By Tuesday, every high court in Biafran territory, every court of the government in Biafran territory will go down. They will be locked down completely. And every judge that is not of Biafra extraction, go back to where you're coming from. You have no job in Biafran territory. Not anymore. Not anymore. You have no job in Biafra territory. You go back. If you stubbornly stay behind, we cannot guarantee your safety. We will not guarantee your safety. If you stubbornly stay in Biafra and whatever happens to you, you're going to be responsible for it. And those are Biafrans who has anything to do with the court. Stay away from the courts. Stay away from the court premises. Don't say you are not warned. Do not say you are not warned. Stay away. If they send you out for propaganda, you are not going to stop Biafra. You are going to go down, and yet Biafra will come. And your family will lose you. I urge everybody that is watching this platform today. Don't say you are not told. Don't say you are not warned. Every one of us have to stand behind our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. Stand behind our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. That is the only way forward. That is the only way for us to succeed. If you do not stand beside him, you are going to have yourself to blame. We have seen what is happening online and offline. The propagandists pushing their propaganda, thinking that they are bringing us down. But the more they try those propaganda, the more they make us progress. Today, Biafra is in the mouth of people that matters in the world. When they forge their fake tweet against us, they think it's going to bring us down. They didn't know they were promoting us. Today, people of the world are talking about Biafra. When they've concocted their fake Photoshop to tarnish the image of our Prime Minister, they didn't know they were promoting him. Today, thousands of followers are now following the issue of Biafra, and the Biafran issue is trending. Biafra is trending across the world. So whatever they do, it will work for our favor. As they try to tarnish our image, they didn't know they are only helping us to build the image. They thought they were trying to tarnish our image. They didn't know they were building the image for us. They thought they wanted to destroy us. They didn't know they were building us. My fellow Biafrans that are watching this program, we will never give up. No matter what the enemies are doing, right, left, and center, no matter their propaganda, their blackmail, we will never give up. They will continue to try. But as they try, they will continue to fail. if you are a Biafran, wherever you find yourself, stand strong and tighten up your belt, because the war has just begun. The war has just begun. Tighten up your belt. Brgie Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoku is the light, and you can't cover the light. You can't cover the light. The more you try to cover the light, the more it shines more. Mazi Simon Ekpa, the British Prime Minister, is the light that shineth in darkness. They can't quench it. Every plan they make to quench him, propaganda, blackmail they push against him, they work together for his good. Those who try to talk down on Biafra, they have received the highest disgrace, and they will continue to be disgraced. They gather together and they think they will bring us down. They gather together and they think with their propaganda and their blackmail, they want to make us a laughing stock. But each time they make that move, they fail woefully. Every time they make the move, they fail woefully. And they will continue to fail. Every step they take to distract and deceive Biafran people, they fail. The Biafran people are all prepared and getting ready to go home. Wherever you find yourself as a Biafran, wherever you are, prepare yourself for exit. We will never give up. Our enemies know that their days are numbered. That is why today they are pushing in their last card. They are throwing everything on them. You saw them giving appointments to Bianca Njoku, the wife to our eternal leader, Dim Njoku. All of a sudden, they remembered her and they gave her a junior minister. A junior minister. And all this is just to woo Biafran people, and they will tell you, oh, the wife of your eternal leader, Dim Njoku, is in the government. Of course, she has been a politician for all this while. This is not her first time. She has worked as an ambassador for the zoo. She has been there. But I tell you, it is one man, one vote. Bianca Njoku has only one vote. Bianca Njoku has one vote, like you, like me. I have one vote, she have one vote. The choice is hers to make. If she wants to serve the Zoological Republic, it's up to her. If she wants to stand by her own people, it's up to her. Our eternal leader, Dim Njoku, fought the battle when it was on his table to fight the battle. Today, it is no longer in his table. He has done his part and he's gone. It is left for his family members to keep his legacy alive. If they decide to bury their legacy, it is up to them. We are living in the present, not in the past. In the present day, our Supreme Amazon Nandekano came on board and he fought gallantly like a man. He fought relentlessly like a man. After the huge fighting, they kidnapped him. And today, he's in the DSS, detained and wallowing in the DSS. As they kidnap him in the name of stopping Biafra, The Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, came on board. Today, the mantle is with him. Mazi Simon Ekpa has the torch, and he is running as fast as he can. For those who think they are going to stop him, I pity you. You don't know what you are doing. If you think you can stop the Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, think again. You can't stop him. His mission is simple: to restore Biafra. No matter your lie, your propaganda, you can't stop him. The only thing you can do is to pay attention to events that are happening. They can push any manner of propaganda and blackmail. We know those who are with us and those who are not with us. I have said this several times, that anybody that is the politics, either in local or international, what I mean if federal or local, either your politics in your local government, in your state, or your federal, we know you as an enemy, because Nigerian politics produce fraudsters, criminals, self-centered people who don't care about any other person apart from themselves. We know them, and when we see them, we know. So we don't care. It is about the Biafran people and the ordinary people who has voted, more than 50 million people, and we stand with them. With all the things that are happening, I'm going to play a clip that I saw from one of the media, and I always pick a message. So let us go and listen to this media, what they are saying on their studio about the event that is unfolding in the zoo and all the discussion. Let us listen carefully and hear the argument they have.
This time around, to also help understanding the fact that he's a Cortec guy based on his biography or his.
Well,
his
when you say using GPS,
it wasn't me that said it. Better you just said it.
Well, yes,
that they will employ the use of GPS. When they asked how they would,
the GPS will help her to locate the part of the forest.
She said that.
No, I know.
Okay, so.
You know, it will help her to locate part of the forest. So maybe this one coming now will deploy computers or deploy
to locate who
yeah, obviously, or use drones. Probably tie the money on the back of the drone and just move it to the people.
Okay, so looking at Bianca Ojukwu, for instance, very quickly, Bianca Ojukwu, we do know, was Nigeria's High Commissioner for an ambassador in Spain. Many would have thought that, excuse me, someone of her capacity, shouldn't she rather be the senior minister than the junior minister?
Yeah, but I just said that. So I said, why would you appoint somebody that is more like, even though she's a politician as well, but she's more of a technocrat, being an ambassador before now. So why would you appoint her as a minister of state? Why don't you give her something that resonates with who she should be, if you really want to give her an appointment? And then if you notice, since this government came to power, I think it was just 2 weeks or 3 weeks back, when Bianca came out and was talking about the release, asking for the release of
Nnamdi Kanu. She's been quite calm.
So it means, so maybe because she just came out to talk about Nnamdi Kanu, you know, everybody, once you mention Nnamdi Kanu, the government wants to find a way to pacify you. They want to.
Did you hear that? They are mentioning one of the reasons why appointment was given to Bianca is because she made mention of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and they feel they will use this very position to pacify her. You know, sometimes when they talk on this their studio, they make points. But most times they pretend not to know what is happening, even when they know what is happening. That is why we disagree with them. The point he's making here about Bianca, you see, Bianca was given not even a senior minister, a junior minister. And what this man is saying is not far-fetched. You know, that is why I always bring their program. At least they are somehow a little bit balanced in their reportage. Unlike the channel television, TVC, NTA, AIT, and all. This kind of stations, VOP is a little bit balanced. And I agree with him to some extent. The purpose why Bianca was appointed. Just few weeks, she talks about the release of Mazen Nandekan. And after she made that comment, definitely they approached her. And today the result is making her a junior minister. And the Biafrans are saying, let them see and wait if she's going to accept it. Who cares whether she accepts it or not? She has one vote. It is said in the Holy Book that choose you this day who you will worship. If you are going to worship Chukwu Okabiama or you are going to worship the God of Mammon. Whatever she chooses, it's up to her. It is at her own discretion to make her choice, what she wants. If she chooses to speak on behalf of Biafran people, fine. If she decides to pursue her own personal interests, so be it. Is it going to affect us? Who cares? It is not going to stop Biafran coming, whether she accepts the appointment or not. If she doesn't accept it, it's for her own personal agenda. It is for her own good not to accept it. It is for her own good. But if she ends up accepting it, it is also for her. The result will come to her. But when you come to the diplomacy of the Biafra, the coming of Biafra, the declaration of Biafra in December 2nd, the convention in Finland, nothing on the planet Earth will distract it. Instead, it is going to invite more people, just like they push the propaganda against our prime minister. And today, more people are following our prime minister. And the tweet gained 1.something million under Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala. That tweet was one of her greatest tweets. Within 7 hours, she got 1.something million people watch within 7 hours. The highest tweet response she has ever gotten in all her career with all her popularity. That shows you how far the issue of Biafra can go and how strong it is. Let us listen to them and hear this narrative once again.
Is more like, even though she's a politician as well, but she's more of a technocrat, being an ambassador before now. So why would you appoint her as a minister of state? Why don't you give her something that resonates with who she should be, if you really want to give her an appointment? And then if you notice, since this government came to power, I think it was just 2 weeks or 3 weeks back, when Bianca came out and was talking about the release, asking for the release of
Nnamdi Kanu. She's been quite calm.
So it means, so maybe because she just came out to talk about Nnamdi Kanu, you know, everybody, once you mention Nnamdi Kanu, the government wants to find a way to pacify you. They want to close you. They want to shut you down. They don't want you to talk about. Nobody wants to talk about Nnamdi Kanu. Not even the leaders of the Southeast. They come out in the open during the day. They talk of Nnamdi Kanu. When they go back into their rooms, it's like no.
And that is true. That is true. When they say the truth, we say it is true. When they come out in the open, they shout Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, free Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. But when they go in their secret meetings, nobody mentions Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Just like you see, Soludo came and made a big board. Made a very big board. Released Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. And at the same time, Soludo is actively fighting against the structure that is going to release Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Fighting against those who are requesting for the freedom of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Every bunch of these idiots that call themselves elite and intellectuals, none of them truly and sincerely want Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to be free. They see Mazen Nnamdi Kanu as a threat. That is the truth. They see him as a threat and they don't want him out. They do not want him out. Forget about all these their lies, all this their eye service, including this man that is speaking. You know, sometimes Chukwu Okabiama will force them to say the truth. This man that is speaking in one of his broadcasts, he said he was among those who went to convince Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to turn IPOB to a political pressure group. This man that you are seeing, he was among those. He confessed it in one of his programs. So we know all of them. Sometimes Chukwu Okabiama will force them to speak the truth. And like I said, everything works for our own good. Whether you do good or you do bad, at the end of the day, Chukwu Okingama will reverse it for our own good. Let's hear him.
Oh, wow.
Because for me, I see no reason why Nnamdi Kanu is still incarcerated till today.
So do you believe that this is one of the reasons why he's still incarcerated? Because his people have not galvanized?
See, when Sunday Igboho was picked up and locked up in Benin Republic, isn't it?
Yes, please.
Your former president, the owner of Ife, named them. Wole Soyinka. All the prominent persons in the Southwest came out to speak for him. They went for him. But in the Southeast, nobody speaks for anybody in the Southeast. The greed, the selfishness, the wickedness in the Southeast is alarming. And the leaders in the Southeast are not for the people. They are against the people.
But what would they do?
What would they do?
To do?
There's a lot they can do.
Because a lot of them are saying that, you just mentioned that, the kind of portfolios that we're giving to the Southeasterners. And this, it's not just about this administration. The Muhammadu Buhari's administration, for instance, called the Southeasterners the dot in the circle. And you saw the kind of portfolio that was given to them. And same thing is happening now.
See, let me say.
So do you blame them?
Precious.
Sir?
Let me be very honest with you. Sometimes when issues revolve about ethnicity, I try to run away from it. You know why? While growing up, I learned from people who believed in this country. I learned from people who believed in one Nigeria. Even some of them died believing in one Nigeria.
Okay.
So I am a product of that. And that's why I try. But when Buhari called the Igbos a doth, how many of the prominent Igbo leaders came out to speak against it or speak out about it? None. Very few of them. They were all hiding their tails between their legs. It was just the youths, the younger generation of Igbos, that came out and said, no, we are not a dot. Even some of them said, even though we are a dot.
The Enyinnaya Baribe spoke out. He spoke and even made a t-shirt about dot in the circle that he was wearing.
Speaking out.
Yes.
When you say it's just one person, who else?
I'm just saying.
Who? I know, I said who?
He's a prominent Igbo man.
Who else?
Enyinnaya Baribe is one.
Do that to the Southwest. And you will see the routine of people that will come out. Do that to the North. That is when you see solidarity. The Igbos need to begin to think of how to become one. Okay. So they need to speak for themselves. They need to have leaders who speak for the people.
So you think they should have one voice?
Exactly.
Okay. So moving on to other issues now. Now, this scrapping of ministries, or merging of ministries. Bayo Onanuga announced that ministries will be collapsed into... that there's no more NDDC, by the way. So let's not even water-coat it or sugar-coat it. There is no more NDDC. So NDDC is now collapsed to South-South Development Commission and that. So people have become a bit worried that, especially the Niger Delta people are already agitating. Edwin Clark, elder statesman, complained. He said no, that he will not have it. What differentiates the Niger Delta, which is a cash cow of the Federation, from other ministries? If you have collapsed the Niger Delta Development Commission, the commission set aside to oversee the good, the welfare of the region that houses your natural resources. If you have also joined them or added them like other commissions where you have the Southeast Development Commission, the Southwest, the Northwest, and all that. So what is now the benefit of the people who are the cash cow? Because if oil were in the North, perhaps it would have been a different case. So do you think that agitation is right?
I think we need to go a little bit into history to understand why the late Yaradua set up the NDDC. Don't forget, before that, we had the youths, we had the likes of the militants, so to call. That was what they were called then.
Yes. I was avoiding to use that name.
No, you don't need
them
to.
The Niger Delta agitators.
No. You had militants. You had the likes of Asari Dokubo. You had the likes of Ateketon. A lot of them.
Even Tompolo was part of them.
Yes, and they were all blowing up the pipelines. And,
kidnapping expatriates. Don't forget that.
And then, Yaradua was a man who probably would have done better. But the footprint he put on the floor remains there. And he had wisdom. There are things you don't fight with force. Persuasion, negotiation. You give in here, you take from here. Yar'Adua was that kind of man that had a listening ear. And he was ready to say, okay, my people, I understand what you're going through. I understand your pains. Not like Mr. President Bola Tinubu would say, and yet he will impose tax the next day. But this man would say, I understand your pains. And he takes steps to alleviate it, to find a solution. It is in finding that solution that led to the setting up of NDDC. Whether we like it or not, it worked. It has helped to ensure that the pipelines got secured, the restive youths got reprieve.
But that is where we had this famous honorable of the mic. And people have been saying that it has become a conduit pipe for some people to suck money. Okay, sir.
I'm coming. Now, in all of that, whether it became a conduit pipe, which don't forget, your Senate president also, at a point, was said to have put his hands in the jar of the cookie and all of that. But the point is this. Whether there are corrupt systems or corruption in the system, embezzlement and all of that, all that has to do with lack of institutions. It also has to tell you that EFCC and ICPC haven't really done well for Nigerians. They're supposed to be the watchdog. They're supposed to be the ones to bring to book those who have decided to steal from the generality of Nigerians. Have they been doing that? Maybe. Have they been successful? Who knows? They are the only ones who will tell you. But bringing it back, why I decided to talk about history is that the essence of the NDDC was to be able to curb the excesses of the militants and to secure the cash cow. Now, Mr. President waking up and throwing away that instrument that has brought peace to that region. What we have is robbing Peter to pay Paul. And I'll tell you why I'm saying robbing Peter to pay Paul. You take away, you close the ministry of NDDC, you open livestock ministry. Does it make sense? The people from the south or the Niger Delta will now start saying, oh, so it is, other than using our resources to develop the entire Nigeria, you now want to use our resources to develop other regions, so to say. Because now everything is under a commission, isn't it? You have Niger Delta Commission, you have South Commission. So all of them are now come together under one ministry. It means that the money that was earlier allocated to NDDC now has to be shared. Are we doing the same thing in the north, where we have a lot of minerals? Are we doing the same thing? Do you know the amount of gold you have in Zamfara State? Up to Kebbi, down to Niger State, Sokoto State. Do you know the amount of minerals you have in Jos, columbite, tantalite, uranium? Do you know? Has the government been able to harness it to the benefit of all Nigerians? Why do we stay on, one product as a nation? All we think about is oil.
It is because you are in Nigeria. That is why it is so. And it will continue to be like that. Stop asking such idiotic questions. The reason why they are focused on the oil, and the Fulanis will continue to focus on oil. Even though they have uranium in their side, they will never look at that uranium. Their interest is that oil that they feel that is where you are going to breathe from. That is the reason why they are focused there. The only time you can be free from this idiotic system is when you break up the zoo. The more you continue to run away from this word, break up, you come online and shout and talk. You are wasting your time. You will continue to waste your time, talk until your stomach, your voice will crack. But we, the Biafran people, have seen the solution. We have seen the light. And we are pursuing that light. We are pursuing that light. And I bet you, in a very near future, it is going to be a different ball game. Biafra is going to be here. That Biafra that we dreamt about is going to come. It doesn't matter what you feel. Chukwu Okike Abiama, who makes impossibility possible, is with us as we are preparing for our convention. No amount of propaganda or blackmail will stop it. No forces on earth will stop the declaration of the restoration of the independence of Biafra, December 2nd. After that declaration, we will defend our nation. And everything that seems impossible, Chukwu Okike Abiama will make them possible. Earlier you understand, the better for you. It is a fact that has come to stay. It doesn't matter what you think or what you believe. Chukwu Okike Abiama will do what he has to do for his children.
Today. By the power conferred on me as the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile, and after you have voted for the open gate for the Biafra freedom, which is 100% vote, this charter has become a law, and
my fellow Biafrans, this year convention is going to be much, much greater. And we urge everybody, wherever you are, to begin to prepare. Prepare your mind. Get yourself ready. It is the time to walk out of the zoo. And that time is now.
Biafra will come. You either allow us to go in peace, or you are going to remain pieces and Biafra will still go. I come that Nigeria will end. I come that there will end the Usman Danfodio legacy. That legacy that every time they will be talking about Usman Danfodio, you will think that Usman Danfodio manufactured the aeroplane. You would think that Usman Danfodio manufactured a car, or he invented one Ihela machine or something like that. No. Usman Danfodio have a legacy for killing northern Nigeria, for killing Hausas, conquering them, and turn them into what you see today, Hausa Fulani. That is the legacy that Usman Danfodio brought to northern Nigeria. And today, they have Usman Danfodio University. That is what they continue that particular legacy. That is the reason why the Fulanis are killing innocent Christians in the northern Nigeria and the middle belt. It is to continue the Usman Danfodio legacy, and I am here to end it. I will end it. The end of Usman Danfodio legacy will start from this year. I am telling you, go and mark it. It will start from December 2nd. Once we exit Nigeria, that legacy is gone, completely gone, because they will not have any other place to conquer. Is it us that you are going to cross our border to come and start saying you want to conquer Biafra? We did not conquer us when we were in Nigeria. It's not going to be possible. Nobody is talking about the agreement and how Nigeria become a country from amalgamation to fake independence to today present Nigeria. They put it under the carpet because nobody have risen up to challenge them. Nobody have risen up to question the existence of Nigeria. Until now, we are questioning it under the Biafra government in exile. And we will question it with gun, we will question it with bomb, we will question it with civility, we will question it diplomatically, and we will question it politically. And that is the multi-dimensional approach. That thing they are avoiding to discuss, that particular existence of Nigeria or continuation of Nigeria, they have been avoiding to discuss, will be forced to discuss. They will be forced with the activities and the actions of the Biafra government in 2024. That's where we are going. That's why all these shenanigans, all this their regional government, all this nonsense you see happening are happening today. And they have not actually started hitting the point, because the point remains the continual existence of Nigeria as a country. They are not discussing it. What was the agreement of 1914? What was the agreement thereafter? Independent. What happened for after the 100 years of Nigeria? Nobody is discussing it. Our own British mandate terminated in 2014. That was when the British mandate terminated. When they say you have 100 years, after that we decide. The foundation for the liberation and independence of Biafra has been laid by this government, and it is very, very strong. We build this particular foundation of the liberation on solid rock. Are you not seeing it? We are not shaking. I am standing very, very strong, making sure that I'm taking the bullet that they are firing at Biafra people, because their target is you. They believe that once they take Mazi Nnamdi Kanu out of the way, they will come for all of you. That is exactly what is happening in other parts of Nigeria, because nobody is there to stand on the way for them. And they are annihilating people, killing them, sending them to IDP camp. I told them, you see this face, okay, deceive very well. To deceive you. The momentum of the Biafra liberation today have necessitated all the discussion you see. Everybody is talking. Release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Why are they keeping him? Some of them claim that he was not fighting the way I'm fighting, but you kidnap him. Some of them are now addressing him as a gentleman. But you went and kidnapped a gentleman. They say, oh, he's more reasonable. He's not, but you kidnapped him. What were you thinking? All of them contributed money. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was speaking, it was their headache. They couldn't sleep every day. Oh, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he's destroying Alibo. Oh, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he's doing this, he's doing that. Today, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is no longer destroying Alibo. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is no longer causing problem. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is no longer is the good man. Is the only man now that is very reasonable. And I have not even started. Because you see what Agaku Nigeria Igwe. Agaku Nigeria Igwe. And you know the next level is by taking all their terrorist barracks, taking all the government houses. That is the next level we will go. Because it is part of the defense of our land. These places are places where the attack against our people are being planned.
You have heard from our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. The message is clear. The message is clear, very, very clear. And wherever you are watching from, I urge you in the name of Chukwu Okadiam to please remain consistent. Remain consistent. Do not pay attention to the propaganda of the enemies. Do not allow the enemies to distract you. They know what is coming. They know what you don't know. I can bet you that our enemies even have information that you don't have. Today, that is why they are fighting on different angles. Every one of us have to stay strong. We have to stay strong. I have advised people at every given point in time to please try and make sure you follow our Prime Minister on X. He has a verified account on X. When you hear information and you hear Prime Minister said, all you need to do is to take the date that tweet is being made. You take that date, you go to the platform for Prime Minister and see if you can find it there. Don't allow anybody to play on your intelligence. The beauty of the thing today is that Mazi Simon Ekpa has a platform where he puts every single statement he makes. He doesn't do his own statement in secret. He doesn't make underground. The only thing he doesn't post in public is something that he's not permitted to post, either because of the security reasons or because of people who were involved, refused him from posting it. Apart from that, every other thing that Mazi Simon Ekpa is doing is in the open. Every meeting, every approach is in the open. And the platform there on X is there for you to make your verification. Just go there and verify. Whatever you see there is the truth and nothing but the truth. Anything you see on X posted by a prime minister is exactly how things are. It is important that you follow up. Follow all the platform of the Biafra Republic of Exile. Information that you don't see there. Don't believe it. When we come online, ask us questions. If you have any question or any doubt, or if there's any rumor you are hearing from anywhere, you ask, we will respond to you. Propaganda will increase. Attack will increase. Blackmail will increase, but you must pay attention and be focused. Don't get distracted. Don't get things twisted. As long as you're focused, I bet you are going to see Biafra. Freedom is not cheap. Freedom is not given, it is taken. And wherever you are today, you must be ready and prepared for what is coming. If you are not ready and prepared, the wind is going to carry you. I appreciate everyone that have been part of this program from beginning to the end. If you have not shared this program, please like and share. Very, very important. Like and share the program if you have not done so. It is important. So my fellow Biafran that are watching, anywhere you're watching from, before we go, I have to play this last video. Listen carefully. It is important. Freedom is not cheap. You must have to be prepared and ready for what is coming. Let's hear this from our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa.
We are going to do wonders. I want you all to understand that we are in a very big battle. Battle for freedom is not for lily-livered people. It's not for kids. Battle for freedom, they throw bombs, rockets for people to get freedom. So freedom is not meant for people that are too emotional. It's not meant for people that somebody will talk this and talk that and they begin to shiver. No. I am born for Biafra to come. And I'm going to help Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to get Biafra. Believe me. Go and mark today's date. I want to assure Biafrans, so long as you continue to stand on your freedom, I will be there for you. So long as you continue to maintain that you have a right to live, I, Simon Ekpa, will be there. Any day, anytime.
Thank you so much for joining us on this program, wherever you are joining from. We appreciate everyone that has connected. Thank you so much. May Chukwu Okike Abia guide and protect you. May Chukwu Okike Abia guide and protect our Liberation Army. Guide and protect the de facto government. Guide and protect all our broadcasters, all our speakers, and all our supporters. May Chukwu Okike Abia guide and protect our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Biafra. May Chukwu Okike Abia continue to guide and protect our Supreme Leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, wherever he is. We must continue to fight this battle until we win the battle. And there is no doubt that we are going to win. Thank you so much for being part of the program. And I will see you again next time.
This is the Biafra national anthem.
7 rows, 14 rows, 21 rows. I love to go. Man, beat.